What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Mandy Moore, coming back to you with the brand new Sister to Sister 2.0. Today, we have one of the latest to join Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but quickly becoming a fan favorite, actress, model, artist. You know her as none other than Kiyomi Leslie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, so Love and Hip Hop, how did that opportunity come about?
It just came out of nowhere. I was talking to my friend about it one day, and then next thing you know, it just happened. I kind of speak things into existence. I truly believe that you can talk things into your life, and it was just one of those opportunities. I didn't know where it came from, but I was just like, I'm definitely gonna pursue it.
Right. Thoughts become things. So
Right.
universe, and now it's here.
Right.
So was there anything off limits, like in front of the cameras before you started filming?
What do you mean as far as for me, like anything I'm willing
anything in your life that you were like, no, we don't want to talk about that? Or was it's just everything just game on?
I think, everything was really, once you do reality TV, you have to understand that your life becomes, a subject for ridicule. Anything is, nothing is off limits. So for me, it was just, legal stuff. That's about it. Nothing too major for me. I'm an open book. I don't have anything to hide, really.
And we love that about you. So, like, everybody knows, like, reality TV can be edited and altered to make certain situations seem certain ways. Do you think they're doing a good job depicting who you are?
Yeah, I think that Love and Hip Hop is being fair. We all know what we sign up for, and we all know how, they want to make great TV just as well as we want to give people great TV. Sometimes it comes at the expense of, our sanity, because not even with Love and Hip Hop, I was also a part of Growing Up Hip Hop. And I know that, with that show, I wasn't able to really be myself as much. And so it was a little frustrating for me, because people only saw what that show projected me to be. And so that's one of the things that I'm really appreciating about Love and Hip Hop. They're giving me the opportunity to just have control and be myself.
Right. That's awesome. So you said Growing Up Hip Hop, you were also on MTV's Wildin' Out. Yes. Did that make it an easy transition for you to join the cast of Love and Hip Hop?
I don't think that, and I love Wildin' Out. I really do. I truly do. I feel like forever I'll always be a Wildin' Out girl. I love Nick for giving me the opportunity, because I feel like, that was a lifelong dream. And so many girls reach out to me every day asking how to be a Wildin' Out girl. But I don't think it was, an opportunity that made it easy for me to transition, because there wasn't a lot of talking going on. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say scripted, but Love and Hip Hop, you just you're yourself. So you have to, I think if anything, it made me more comfortable in front of the camera.
Okay. And I can imagine trying to be yourself in a room full of like such big personalities.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that presented its own set of challenges. What was it like interacting with your other Love and Hip Hop Atlanta co-stars?
You know what? I signed on kind of late. So for me, the experience with everybody has been cool. I haven't run into any big issues yet, little minor things that, I'm so unproblematic and unbothered. So I think that's a lot of the times the problem with me. Like, if girls don't like me or feel a way about me, I just feel like it's because they see me and they think, oh, she's cute and she must be full of herself.
Right.
Must be full of herself. So let me humble her and let her know right now. Like I said, because I haven't really had the chance to really experience all of the cast members in their full glory yet. So, and I hope to, but I think more so than anything, like on Growing Up Hip Hop, the people that was around, their personalities were larger than life, because, they had been on the show, they had their own situations going on. So it was more so like, oh, okay, well, let me show them who I am.
Exactly. But as far as the fans, they seem to love you. Did you expect to become a fan favorite so quickly?
I'm not gonna lie. Like anytime I do something, I want to do it to the best of my ability. So I'm just gonna say, like, I told them, just hand me the ball, coach, and put me in, and I'm gonna do the rest. Like, so I mean, I just have that kind of self confidence in myself. Um, I didn't know if I was gonna be, but in my heart, I just felt like shit. People are gonna like me regardless. People are gonna like me regardless. So, and if they don't, I mean, it's no, it's no sweat to me.
Right. It is what it is. Now
Yeah.
I have to ask you about this spaghetti, sis.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! Everybody's asking me about that spaghetti.
Fire as you say it is. What's up with that?
No, I promise you, like that spaghetti is bomb. Like my sister, I'm telling you, my sister called me. She was trying to cook for her boyfriend, and she was like, "Please tell me how you made that spaghetti because I wanted to taste exactly like yours." Like, um, tomato, the Prego sauce is already got ketchup in it, but the ketchup in the bottle is a little sweeter. So I like my spaghetti sweet. That's why I put ketchup and sugar. So it's really good.
Right. Into each his own, right?
Right. It's just own. If you don't like it, then that's just what it is. Because I don't
Exactly.
like sugar in my grits, but some people do it.
Exactly. And I like ketchup in mine. So here we are.
Right. Now I don't know about ketchup in my grits now.
To each his own, like we
Right.
said. So your love life with Shooter was the subject of last week's episode, and some fans trying to call you out. So for those who may not know, can you explain what an open relationship is or what an open relationship means to you?
Okay. I really want to stray. I hate that, sometimes with reality TV, you you say things and people don't get the real of what you meant by what you said because you don't have a chance to kind of go back and be like, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. So they only see what we just said and that's it. But the relationship is just basically a non-exclusive relationship because I was very upfront and honest with Shooter and letting him know, like, I just got out of a really toxic relationship, and for me, I wasn't, I felt like we moved too fast. I felt like we didn't know each other. I felt like also a lot of the times people saw me as I was projected as this jealous and overprotective girlfriend, but a lot of people didn't see what was going on behind closed doors where, girls were texting the phone, pregnancy, blogs about girls getting pregnant during our relationship and stuff like that. So it was a lot of miscommunication and a lot of infidelity. And I told him that I didn't want that same thing. I want us to be honest. Like, if we're just getting to know each other and, I'm not having sex with you right now, or however that part of our relationship is going, I know you're not going to be faithful or whatever. Like you're going to get that sexual desire fulfilled from somebody. So I just want you to be open so that when we do start an exclusive relationship, you'll feel comfortable with coming to me and talking to me about everything. I want to be your friend. I want a partner, somebody who doesn't look at me as beneath them, but equal to them.
Right. And being honest, that's where you start. So
Right.
how can you not respect somebody for being honest?
Right.
So what are you hoping fans learn about Kiyomi Leslie and on the show that they didn't know before?
Really, I just hope that they see my personality because I'm one of the most cool, laid back chicks. I'm not, I know that you're always going to get a little bit of drama because that does happen in everyday life, not maybe to the full extent, but I want people to know that I'm just like you. Like there's nothing, that makes me better or less than anybody, but except for what I do for a living. And, that's just the job. So, yeah, I'm loving, cool, calm, and collected.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So most people know you from getting in the fight in the elevator with Bow Wow. Was it hard kind of breaking away from that and making your own name?
I think that really, honestly, truly, I don't feel like people know me as the elevator girl. That was it's not the correct introduction I wanted to have to my audience, to my fans or whatever, or people who are just getting to know me. I think that, you know, people know me as the Bow Wow's ex, you know, and I want to most importantly get away from that because, you know, when I met my ex, I was starting on the rise of my own thing, whether or not it was to the level that I am now. I always saw my name in lights, and I always saw myself going in a certain direction. And he even acknowledged that when, you know, he sought me out. He was like, I see you doing your thing. I respect it. And I think most of the time, a lot of people think that girls just go looking for stuff. And for me, like, I would have rather had my freedom than to be in a relationship that wasn't going to be emotionally beneficial and physically.
That's awesome. And you and Carly Red, you kind of bonded over that domestic violence encounter. So I think it's very important that you guys like lifted each other up and we got to see that. How important is women empowerment to you?
Women's empowerment is very important to me. And I always strive to be, you know, that woman who pushes the next woman or helps the next woman. I think that's a lot of time what my people who see me, they don't see the behind the scenes of me texting girls or on Instagram, like giving them supportive, you know, feedback and letting them know how to get out of a bad situation. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm all for women's empowerment, but like I say every time, sister, do not come for me because I don't play bullying. I was bullied really bad in high school and middle school. So I'm always for the underdog. And when I'll call any woman my sister, you know, and even with the whole Cheyenne situation, it was hurtful, you know, for her. And I know it was, and I definitely apologize, you know, because I know that something like that, I don't want to laugh at her, you know, demise or however she feels, because I know I've been there. We've all been in a relationship where it just didn't work out in our favor. And I didn't want to laugh at her, but it was just something that, you know, when you're caught up in the moment and your emotions, like I was upset too, but I have a good way of hiding that. So I think, you know, women's empowerment is the most important thing. We got to stick together because these guys are holding it down. They can be bros for life and, you know, get a lot of things accomplished. And women, that's what we lack. Friendship, leadership, sistership, all of that good stuff.
Right. That was well said. So to kind of switch gears for a second, you're also an artist, correct?
Yes.
Do we look forward to any new music coming out of quarantine?
Yes, I was just out in the studio last night. I stayed out until like 6 o'clock in the morning. With me, I don't really know a lot of the music industry, so it's been trial and error for me. As far as like management, I don't really have a big management team. I have family and people who support me who try to help out, but you know, a lot of the times the business on my end was not handled up front the way it was supposed to. So I had to keep letting go of a lot of music. And I feel like now, you know, that I've trial and error so many times, like now I got it down packed and now I'm going in the studio and I'm knowing to keep my hard drive on me, knowing to like, don't take nothing free because at the end, it's always going to cost. Like if I can give anybody that's listening, like advice, just always pay for your studio time, always pay for everything that you want, because people who say they want to work with you, there's always a motive or something. It's never free. That's right. What I'm learning. So yeah, I do hope to put out music in the next couple of weeks. Well, not in the next couple of weeks, like maybe we're working for it by the end of the month, but I don't know. I have a song called Peep Show with the artist by the name of Bree Biasi. And that's going to be really fun. It's going to be really summery, something for the girls to twerk to, turn up to.
Just a vibe. So who are some of your female collaborators on your wish list?
I really want to collaborate with all the girls because I feel like they're all like different, and I'm a music lover. I've always loved music, and I feel like I've always said to myself, like, I want to do one of those tracks where it was like, oh, this is ladies night, and all the girls were on that track, like from the Brat, Lil Kim, Mary J, like all of the female artists came together and made a really popping track. So that's what my wish list is, to work with all of them and make a women's anthem.
Right. I was just gonna say that'd be nice if we had a summer anthem coming soon.
Right.
So how are you getting through quarantine? What does your day look like?
My day through the quarantine is very boring. I sit at home in my jammies and I play Call of Duty, and I may work on some projects like, Instagram, some bookings and stuff like that that I have for Instagram postings. I try to read, I try to write, I write poetry a lot, I write music. Just keeping my mind clear. I do yoga. I'm on and off with working out. Look, because I get sore and then I'm like, you know what? No, this is not gonna work. So most of the time I'm just with yoga, just clearing my mind.
Nice. So what upcoming projects do you have coming up that you would like to let us in on?
I think my music is the most important thing right now that I'm trying to work on and push and get out as soon as possible, because so many of my fans are like, where's the music, girl? We've been waiting. And I do have a book. I don't want to give the name away yet because, it could change. I'm looking for a publisher now. I'm in the works of doing that. And I think that's going to be really big because it talks about some of that women's empowerment, some of the things that I think that girls need to be in this industry, to be in life, practicing what you preach, and helping your sister, and knowing when to step away from relationships, and knowing how to ask for what you want in a relationship.
That sounds amazing. So we'll definitely be on the lookout for that.
Yes.
So
and I also have a boutique that we're working on, but right now I'm looking for, the whole process with the boutique is hard. I didn't know how hard it was until I actually started like getting deeper into it. You got to look for the right suppliers, vendors. So that's another thing too that's coming up.
okay, so how can we stay in the loop of like what you're doing and when everything comes out?
Okay, you can follow my Facebook at The Real Kiyomi Leslie. Everything with me that you want to look up or find, my social medias are Kiyomi Leslie. The only thing that's different is my Twitter, and it's _Kiyomi, THEE_KIYOMI.
Perfect. Well, Kiyomi, thank you so much for this interview. We really appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you for having me.